Hello and welcome back. Hey Fathead, nice to see you bright and early to this. Today I am finally starting on actual Artfight stuff after the kind of full start yesterday and last Wednesday. Or last I have been it's been unfortunate. I've been unable to produce any actual attacks so far this month. Just thanks to time restraints, but now I have a couple of characters that can be at least reacted to, and I've found someone who I'm pretty sure is participating, given that they joined this year. That'll be what I plan to do, and it's a design that I'm quite fond of, really. It's make sure I can save first. Number 2. Yeah, it's a design that kind of that resonates with me a little because, well, it's got a distinctly fairy feel to it. Yeah, a partially humanoid, 4-limb moth girl, with some interesting wing designs. I don't know if I've seen the moth like this, except for, well, there is a certain little bit that I'm familiar with, a kind of lunar moth tail to it. But well, best get started. Oh, and I'll get the music up as well. Just take a second. My own personal stuff has been going fairly well, so I am at this point I am expecting to have something worth seeing by the end of the week. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Forgot how damn loud these things are when I start them. There we go. Open the music, turn it on, go deaf. That's the plan. I've been bad at updating the stream information this week. I haven't actually managed to watch stuff on it yet, but I've been starting to look up on better color theory for my shading. So there is some small chance I'll be able to bring up something more, to bring up some shading that's more impressive this time. But okay, so don't need that open. I need the actual character page. And we have a fairly round head. The character is very short, literally about 2 feet tall, so the head's going to be larger in comparison to the body. Oh, no, why do I still have the orange? Let's try the thing that I've been saying that I do recently. I've lost all my precision. No. Up. And no. Muff. Hello, fall. Yes, I've got a 2-foot moth girl today. And let's make it nice and neat. No, we need the... That's irritating. Is that more like it? Yes, there we go. We have... No, I want my eraser, thank you. So these two parts should be even. What am I thinking of? Right, I need this. It's still not quite right, but it shouldn't be too hard to do it, because it's just going to be a case of flattening that a little. Now the whole thing might be a bit too small, bit too big for the image. We have that, and you may have noticed, you may have not. Not sure if, for those who are steadily filtering in, this, because of the size, this is going to be, the proportions are going to be a little bit off in this moth. So I'm going to duplicate that, hide that. Merge, duplicate. No, I think that's just taken it off the bottom. Yes, it has. Oh God, ow. Okay. Oh, that's kind of silly. There are two separate tools for whether you want to move one layer and when you want to move several. You can't resize them all at once by the looks of it either. No, no, not that one. Getting the height in the heads is it's, I don't know if it's necessarily the best practice. A lot of the artists I see don't necessarily use it. That said, they may just be able to eyeball it, they may just be more talented, and I'm willing to believe that. but this is how I've learnt best to get proportions right. Okay, that's looking much more... That's looking much more appropriate. And that there is now incorrect. What's that one? Oh. Move, and it's... Well, that one I can just keep there. These two I can shift, mask them as always. There's a button somewhere to do style, isn't there? Nope. There's that down there as well, I guess. What's the colour I used to use for this? It's that. And it's going to be a normal layer. Otherwise it'll just not overlay at all. I see why I stopped using that. That doesn't work in here. Needs to be brighter. Okay. Okay, so we have our heights. So we have the height, we have the rough head shape because I know it's going to be round. Though that's still not really an apt shape, I think. There'd be more... like that. Yeah, just copy that over. It's a small change, but it adds proper jaw definition. Copy, transform. I've been kind of bouncing between Photoshop and... where is it? It's like there, yeah. Been bouncing between Photoshop and Krita recently because of the various bits of work to do. The thing that I'm not sure about, because I just started drawing this from the front, is I don't know what to do about positions, like pose, the scene, etc. Because this, as much as I can get everything with this kind of front-on look, it doesn't give me much practice at the same time. And one from the back would be fairly minimal, so I don't know, I don't want to do something that's just from the back. Not when most of it would be eclipsed by wings, which are beautiful wings, but they obscure most of the features. Except for like the hair, abdomen, and antenna. Mhm. I could do a I could do the classic thing of the character sitting at a table staring at a lamp. But again, that's uh what have we got up? Let's see what's about this character. We don't have much, just not based on any particular moth, just colours they like. Another creature found within Anne's lab. Fluffy and soft. Let's do a side-on piece. Which does mean this. Which does mean that this head that I spent this time drawing now is no longer relevant, except for the height. I can use the height. And I can use this original one as... Let's merge down. No, that's very silly. Okay. Now, okay, so back to the character. There is a nose. It's a little small one, but there is a nose. The mouth is going to be a tricky thing. Okay, there. And then God, that's too wiggly. I'll keep the pilot point, but the rest needs to go. And then we will have mouth is going to be. I'm going to try and go for that kind of mandible look, I think. The mouth is just a kind of a squiggly line in the reference, so And this is this is a very adorable gay moth. There is a gay there is the original there's the base version, and then the artist has a gay pride version as well. So that's kind of lovely. Okay, so that's the chin, and then we have. That's going to need some thought. Either way, I know this is where the mouth will be, which then takes up to the nose, which is slightly arched there. Okay, everything's a bit too thick right now. That's so that's the general face, and I'm going to just widen it slightly, flatten it. Go. That kind of fits the proportions I've seen. Though I'll come back to the actual rest of the features on the head, but I wanted that shape in the way first. We're going to need all the space either side, because in fact, we're going to need more space at the back, even though there's not going to be much there. Need plenty of space back here to get the wings in, because I do want those wings, those wing shape. So we have. It's a half and half kind of thing, so we're going to get. So the hips will be around there. Okay. And So that is the general. So how that tends to look from the side. Though. No, I'm going to do it. Okay, I managed to mess that up. And this should probably be narrower. Bug on my screen, and it isn't the moth. Okay. Okay. That's about right. That's what we're looking for. And that's needed because this character, as far as well as based on the references, has that kind of bare midriff kind of thing. So I'm going to approach with that in mind, at least to start with. No, no, that sucked. Hmm. Okay, I want to be out to about. So I'm right about where I'm going. Then let's bring you back up. I'm going to take the entire. Do a slight change to the entirety of the body up from the legs. Oh, God. So tilt forward, same with the head. Hello, Terminus. Morph, Muff, Muth, 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 Muth. Yes, we haven't actually gotten to any of the moth bits thus far, but it is the plan. Ooh, if I can stop yawning. Yes, this is a 2-foot moth girl called Asta that I'm drawing. Or I'm attempting to draw. Nice. Just wanted to make sure I had the stream up while I was still awake. Well, with any luck, you'll also get to see a cute moth person by the end of it. Though if you have to go, of course. And then the other foot will be around here. It's got a couple of similar motifs to the one I was doing. It's got a couple of similar motifs to yours truly. No, that's not working. I feel like I'm getting it all wrong again. Yeah, that foot doesn't look right at all. Well, foot, but point. That out very delicately. Oh, right, yes, this is a different one because because there are 4 arms to consider here. You're getting poked in for various things. Okay. So we have. So mercifully, this project avoids two things that are not fun to draw. I don't have to draw hands, and I don't have to draw feet. So the only actual really complex bit is going to be the face and the hair. The floof in general, I guess. Just a little further. Back just a little again. Okay, oh, I can merge that. Is that what's wrong? Yeah, I feel like that's the issue I'm running into. The calves are a bit short. See how this comes out. Yeah. Okay, that needs to be straightened up more, but this is copyright free? Damn. Till sunrise. All the way to the right side. I can't sing. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. And this I will match by just... Zoop. Or... no, wrong layer. Knees. Do I still have no... Okay, that's... okay, it still has hardness, it's just... oh no. Operates differently when it's an eraser, I guess. Ease to life. Welcome. Welcome, Neo. I'm drawing smaller moth. To the sounds of a mixed quality happy EDM. What have we got? So I read a funny thing concerning... yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 will have an in-game newspaper that reacts to your choices, but you can also break into the office and take control of the press. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that as well. That's going back to like Fable stuff, I think, with how you could control public opinion. Um, and it's not something we can talk about on stream because it is very not safe for work, but it's better than the other bit of slightly controversial news we've heard about Baldur's Gate recently. Bears, yes. Let us say bears and leave it at that. Okay? Bears, end of sentence. Well, it could be the start of sentence for someone. Okay, right. The limbs will be... okay. So let's see. Looking for about there for where it would end. The elbow would be there, and the wrist would be roughly there. So that's the frame we're looking for. Okay. It can be a fairly smooth route from the shoulder, but gonna open that as a bookmark, but it's not looking quite right yet. That's what's going wrong. The back itself isn't distinct defined enough. Listen, I have some follow-up world-building stuff concerning Snake people to ask about, actually. Well, Snitties, you have my attention. By all means, ask. And I will endeavor to make your life as confusing as humanly possible. Wait, we get lore here too, blessed? Maybe. It may be to do with Neo's snake people, so well, I guess it's still lore, it just might not be my lore. But from what I recall, Terminus, you like any lore, so. Lore is lore, yes. Going all Final Fantasy 13 here on me. Destiny is destiny. Right, so some background you're already aware of. Some new ones get messed around with by Typhon through Typhon crystals, which turns them into monsters involuntarily, etc. Now, Typhon has a wife, Echidna, who instead decides to mess with the Naga. God, this... you're... this is already starting to sound like what Ten and Tiamat did to the Siva in my game. It's like, hey, here's a people who are having a kind of bad time. Let's fuck around with them. But her approach is a little different, although they still become monsters in the end, since the Naga is Aztec-based. I was like, cannibalism. So they eat their way to the top, literally. One fear. More than one. There's the... So Echidna has her followers turn into monsters by consuming the flesh of others and can eventually eat spiritual energy / divine ether to potentially eat gods. This, however, isn't an involuntary change, so you have to voluntarily serve Echidna and do this. So is it the case that like there are still just regular Naga / Lamia around who haven't started eating people to get there? Yes, this is the bad side of the Naga. So, as you say, like with the knee ones and the Typhon crystals. Okay, I think I'm following. So he's kind of... It's more like... my concern is if Typhon and Echidna are too similar, but then again they are husband and wife. And I think it's cool that I've managed to connect the knee ones and Naga in the sense that they are aware of the same evil pantheon. I don't think it's necessarily a problem that they are Typhon corrupts through nuclear waste. Typhon crystals, involuntarily or voluntarily, I guess, if someone would want it. But Echidna is all about becoming the apex predator. There are subtly different approaches there, as you say, because Typhon just kind of yeets the crystals and sees what happens, whereas Echidna has a much more hierarchical approach. That's with Typhon is just a scam artist. Echidna is a pyramid scheme, which are both kind of scams, but one has more organization to it. Make my monster grow. That phrasing, Terminus. This is not Siso. Seiso, Seiso. It's the term for me. It's the term for keeping a. Well, it. I don't know where exactly it's taken from, but it's the term for a stream that is generally safe, clean, and wholesome. And I may be looking a little lewd tuber, but I'm not. I mean, yeah, I feel Typhon is the guy with the Titanic tantrums. He is the destruction side of the equation when it comes to monsters. So eating crystals around, which just is his blood, is not even something he can help normally. God. Oh my bad. No, it's God. It's one plane outside. It's not actually that bad. It's just me kind of deliberately misconstruing things. Um. Well, this definitely does need clean some better lining though. I have, however, put some additional drawbacks on the cannibalism approach, so it's not so broken. You can only get the beneficial effect if you worship Echidna and do the rites correctly, and the one you nom is actually equal in power to you or stronger. So we don't have this one guy eating boars in the forest all day. Yeah, we don't have someone foresting. Tired brain turning off. Lore is fun. I like nom snakes. Catch you later / tomorrow. Alright, catch you later, term. Thanks for stopping by. Seers, yeah. I'm even drawing this light. It's never going to be seen. Oh, I will not actually call them numb snakes. No, that's the secret in-universe. That's the secret in-universe nickname they have for themselves. The cult of the numb snake. Not very terrifying, no. Maybe the more gung-ho Naka would say that. Those weirdos? Yeah, numb snakes. We don't talk about those. That sounds like a plan. yeah, I don't. I think it, as you say, it kind of fits that they, given that it kind of fits that they have similar, that they have a similar kind of thing going on, given that they are they are doing similar things from, but yeah, because they are husband and wife, and they still do have different approaches to things. We can tell who the top and bottom is in that relationship. Okay, so this is the arm look. There's actually going to be something else going on here. Shall do that in a moment. For now, I'm going to duplicate that. All right, and because of the B clause above, there are of course infighting between those that manage to get to a fairly high level power, and they try to eat each other. Yeah, that's what happens when you structure anything like that. It's not actually it's not actually very conducive to things going well long term anyway. But the one managing to come out on top is likely going to be very terrifying too, yes. And I imagine that's in either case when it comes to either Typhon or Echidna's people. Nope. Which one is it? That one. It's just that the infighting is much more deliberate on Echidna's part. Whereas as you say, Typhon is much more just like, oh, this has happened. This has happened, and fuck, I'm angry. Oh yeah, yeah, oh that's a thing. I feel the involuntary change on the Typhon side of the equation has a higher rate of turning people into mindless monsters more so than the Kidness approach, where they retain their intelligence and mind because those people wanted to be monsters. That's got some faint inkling. That's got some faint. That's some bits that are faintly reminiscent of My Devils. Not in the method of transformation and such, but more like someone who willingly becomes a devil is going to be much more is going to be more powerful and retain more of their self than someone who loathes the change. Oof. Something like that, but I think I could make exceptions to that rule too. Someone that wants to be a monster could become mindless too, similar to a chaos spawn in 40k when you bit off more than you could chew. Yeah, that could be. Well, that's the chaos spawn is kind of because of the mercurial nature of the chaos gods. Um, it depends on if you want it to be to do with that kind of thing. Um, if you want it to be just because the gods are kind of flexible and screwing around with people, or if you want it to be because there are certain requirements that people don't always meet. Certain kind of certain kind of mysterious prerequisites to a successful transformation that some people just don't know about. So I left those little bits there. Now we merge these so we have the arms all in one place. Mm. Then I'm going to duplicate them, rotate them, move them down. Oh god, that's immediately I have to get rid of a load of stuff because that's just messing with my head now. Actually, no, I kind of have to hold on to that for a bit longer, but I can get rid of this. Maybe not. Let's turn you that way instead, bring you up to there. I think it's more of a requirement, as the cannibalistic rite itself also involves trying to manipulate the villager ether being mana in order to transform. So yeah, they're having some kind of hidden requirements that people can't figure out. That's decent. Okay. Yeah, some people have a better idea of it than others. Yeah, basically. Yes. Okay, so then the elbow turns out, so we get... Okay, those two can merge. I want to change the original one. I want to bring the bottom right arm in. What changes? What goes there? Move that up to there. No, this needs to go further out. The sliver there that I can see. And I believe that is the base. Yep, that's the base image. This can go now. Yeah, some people have a better idea of it than others. It doesn't even necessarily need to be that. It can be just like, because obviously there is a certain, it's the thing that gets said a lot about politicians, that there's a certain mindset that predicates that that predicates itself to being suitable to be suitable to the process of seizing power. There's a certain kind of there are certain uh, personality traits that fit that just naturally. So having and so obviously a lot of the people are going to fit a lot of the people, and so if you set it right, it means that a lot of the people who go for it are the ones who are going to naturally be suited to it anyway and will naturally fulfill the requirements. But then you'll get the kind of the possibly the slightly rarer few who, or the slightly rarer quantity of people who think they've got what it takes because they're kind of hangers-on or the like. They have enough of themselves to get involved with it, but not actually the particular mindset needed to see it through. Yeah, that's what I would be. That's what I'd be doing with it, basically. That's a good start with the with all the limbs. It's look how much quicker this goes when I don't have to think about hands or feet. I'm skipping this one. Okay, now the wings, I think, which will all start from here, here, here. I need to pay close attention to this. I think I can get that design down fairly quickly. No, we're looking for... So that is the first, that's the top wings section. No, that doesn't... That's more fitting. I'm going to tilt that up a little, actually. Gives me that little bit more space to work with the rest of the wings. I can close that. I don't need that Word document or the stream timer anymore. Keep that though. I should really set up stream elements at some point. Okay, then we have... Does this come out of there? Because that's... Right, it's more like... And then this is... Okay, this is going to need... I'm going to need to shrink that up a little. Just a tiny bit. Give myself that little extra room. That top wing also needs to be shrunk too. It's otherwise there's not going to be any space for the bottom one to actually show its design. There. That's right. Now we want... That's a... One... Oh. God damn it. You know what, thinking about it, I'm not even sure if I actually have a god of monsters. Even is it even what is it? Even Galarion has Lamashtu. Yeah, that one demon lord who managed to become a god. Yeah, I don't know. It speaks again to my particular lack of interest in gods, that I tried to make the pantheon developed, but I didn't have. But it was only till recently that I started figuring out the structure more. Like what all the gods, where all the gods, the places were and such. There was, and even then, there's still only bits and pieces figured out. Like I know where Gavriel came from. I know where, what was it? I know where the Watchman came from. I I think it was Rhiannon, the Void. Might be Rhiannon. I know where Runa, Yetta, and Moaven fit into the equation, and I believe that I figured out Adelaide as an ascended mortal or something, but I can't even remember that for certain. Yes, Rhiannon, the formless and thoughtless, uh, the thing that predates the world. And of course, I know I have bits and pieces about the other non-powers. Like I've got here, I've got the queens. There is the gatekeeper Cazador. I have the general stuff for the 12. Is that over here? Right, for the 12 Primeval Fae, and for the 9 Lords of the Hells, who I'm quite pleased with what I've put together on them: Hadassah, Japhet, Azora, Irenaeus, Lysistrata, Zenobios, Zarephath, Mephistopheles, and Asmodeus. And I know Mephistopheles and Asmodeus are not mine, but I don't know, something didn't, the Hells don't feel complete without those two. Ever since I changed the cosmology rather than planes, I've managed to put gods on the individual planets. So the Vildra pantheon tend to have a few monstrous beings, but not all of them are evil. Quetzalcoatl is from there too, which is the standard vanilla Naga deity. Oh man, I would never have imagined. I'd have never imagined Quetzalcoatl being described as vanilla. God, imagine being a god and being described as basic. Just imagine. Well, I'm just being a sardonic dickhead. Quetzalcoatl is just nice in comparison with the others mentioned thus far. Yeah. Well, I guess any kind of Aztec-inspired pantheon is unlikely to be particularly nice. I don't think they had many uh, kind gods. It's just the humor of Quetzalcoatl being basic. Honestly, just planet-based cosmologies are really cool, and sometimes I wish I had thought of that before other people, or but now I just kind of don't want to take it. God, have I frozen? No. Given that I'm sort of mixing deities and mythical beings into one basket, like the villager deities, which already has one Greek, some Sumerian, Babylonian, and now Aztec, I could probably have it so that Quetzalcoatl doesn't want a bunch of living sacrifices, or even just something like toning the amount down, you know? Like, not necessarily not wanting sacrifices, just a couple less. Like, maybe not all of the children. Alright, I forgot to put this in. And that's... Oh, it's raining. Okay, just a second. I'll leave things on, but I need to go and close my window and kill a fly. Alright, flyers dispatched, and I'm back. I didn't close the windows, I just mostly pulled them to. Okay, so what do we have here? And we'll bring another one. Mercifully, this is a familiar kind of wing scheme to me. I'm feeling a little tired, honestly, so I might go lie down for a moment. Alright, man. Take a... Get your rest. I know your energy can be a bit up and down. Thank you for the lore dump, though, and for questions and so on. See ya. Then up here we have got this neat little swirly pattern that's probably going to be a little difficult to emulate. So I know this goes up to roughly then around, that's a bit about there. And it is easier than thought. There is a kind of a little thorny protrusion just here. Needs to be bigger, I think. That's more like it. And then I can bring you to actually hook round there like it's kind of cradling the wing. And with these two lines, oh, I see what I may have gotten a little bit wrong. Can I still make this work? And not like that. I think I'll leave that as it is. Now, to get the back set of wings, duplicate, and then duplicate and then just lift. Okay, that's that. Then we have this gets cut off here. Now, I'm just going to quickly hide you, go to you, and I just need to actually, okay, yes. Yeah. Just go around and select everything that is within here. Open you up, delete. Actually, no, not. do that as well. So we bring it in. Now we have to redo. It's a little bit irritating, but it's worth it for the overall shape that we'll get at the end. Okay. Down to there. That. Okay. Right, I don't know why I'm faffing around with trying to mirror it through the object. I can just hide that. Select everything within the quarantine section, delete that. Put that back. Okay, we have almost what we want for the wings. Slice this. Then, to give this a little more just a little more depth. Just add the top. Seen just because it is curved towards us. There. Now the wings are done, and they are officially the most complete part of the character right now. Draw the way down. Well, actually, no, the arms. I'm quite pleased with the arms, if I'm perfectly honest. Those little kind of little feeler hands. Just checking on the status of another piece. Quick. So let's see, what are we allowed to change? Outfit. Okay, so the outfit needs to have the kind of heart theme to it. All right, that's the only request. Speaking of hearts, let's make that as big as I can make it. I want to properly occupy this side of the a little bit smaller. Then trim this down because it's way too thick lined for being an internal piece. There. Just the I'm also going to try and mirror it and see if that looks, because I know I've made this thing slightly lopsided. Horizontal and then rotate that way. Does that look better? Yeah, I think it does. And I'd have to do that over here. There's going to be that. It's going to be smaller. And most of it isn't going to exist, to be fair. Now, I guess I want to put because we have a because in the, oh right, the abdomen. I forgot that chunky abdomen section. That goes down to the calves, so that'll be down to about here. But most of it will be hidden behind that, at least, so I'm not too I didn't entirely mess it up. It comes out of here. Okay, so what are we looking for? We have the amount of segments seems to be set at 4 plus the cap. So So that's I have to sneak another cap in there. And these are going to be going up like this. Delicate shaving. No, I've made that one too small as well, which is why it's looking weird. Okay, so we are there. We've got 1, 2, 3, and it's going to be. Okay, so there's normally 4, but I'm having to go to 5 because I kind of botched things, but fourth one's going to be hidden behind there, I think. None of this matches up very well. And just clear that out and restart the abdomen again. So the abdomen comes from around here, which means we're going to need. I want it to end about there so it at least gets seen. Let's lower the opacity on this a fair way so I can just work on that. That is our pilot line. It kind of, widens at the center. So we'll have like section 1. No, because there were 4, so we have. So we're looking at, I think, that shape. It's got a curve on those corners. I'm going to copy that and move it. Oh, no, not quite yet. I think I'm going to have to do this the other way. Copy, paste. Down to there. Stretch slightly. Okay, now I'm going to switch it around because this one sucked. This one, done shortly after, was good. That's all four. No, that's all four bands. Just need to put a little nodule in, just precision mode, just there. Now this can be deleted. No. Now it can be deleted. Not duplicated. Getting a curve that lands in the right place is difficult. We need okay, now the unfortunate bit of getting rid of all the stuff that's behind this wing. Now bring that up, that. Yes. Now I have to get rid of even more. Only, well, unfortunately, there goes that heart that I spent the time putting in. No point in that, it's not going to be noticed. And that goes though. This is a difficult bit though. Actually, no, it's not. I can just there's a fly directly on my screen. And I got it. No idea where it landed though, but it bounced. Just gonna locate that because I don't want to be scraping. I don't want to accidentally run over it while I'm drawing. It's not there. It's not. Where's the damn thing hidden? Definitely hit it. Nope. It is a very bouncy fly. Well, carrying on. Okay. Wings and abdomen integrated. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so I guess the next thing is clothes. Clothes and face. Let's get the face and the head and such out of the way. All right, we've got one of those fluffy collar style things for this as well. That's just, I imagine that by the looks of it, is a natural part of the character. Yeah. So the face. There's let's see. No, there's so many flies today. I hate them. Yeah, is it? And I'm going to do as suggested and make her a little bit more moth-like. As yeah, so feel free to draw her more moth-esque and less humanoid. So I'm going to have fun with that. So I wonder if I could make much more moth-style face. How does the eyes go? The eyes for a moth are massive. Maybe not. Oh God, I'm searching for moths as I work, and I found one. There's one here that looks like one of those Highland cows. The one's just covered in fur. They can't see their face, can't see their own where they're walking. Okay, so it's more like that. It's more like let's make this much more pronounced. Well, I'm not sure if I killed that last one or not, but there's still another one in here. I'm pretty sure there was two anyway. Oh, this is such a bad time for me to be getting these. Okay, no, carry on. Never mind. I'll be enacting a hunt at the end if anyone wishes to join me. There we go. Back to the. Need to grab the character again. Did I just leave a streak? No. Kind of got some Spider-Man moth memes here. Moth themes here. Okay. So let's get the. So this is quite wild hair, but it's fairly short. Oh, right, there's going to be. If I'm making the eyes big, there's going to be a sliver of one visible there too. Clear out this with all this stuff here. All this silly skull. And I'm itching. I need to figure out hair one of these days. Or I have to keep putting these on the wrong layer. But in that case, it was an advantage. Mm. Uh, right. So got the hair in place. Kind of. I could definitely do more with the hair. Can I get this right? There. Oh wait, that's layer 3 and layer 4. No, no. This adds kind of a little extra bit of dimension to the hair, I guess. Okay. Well, that's the kind of. That's a good question. I have no idea what this. What do you know? God, I don't even know about moth ears. Guess those are. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Or am I thinking of the antenna? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so moths don't have ears on their head, they have them on the sides of their stomach. So I may put something like here. That's interesting. And it's going to be kind of essentially around. It's essentially going to be this kind of space. Usual, that is our tracking. Okay, I need that fly spot again. Did it land somewhere? No, it didn't. It hovered around my face. God. Most insects I'm fine with. Take exception to mosquitoes and flies. I'm a big fan of moths. They can come in, they can sit around. I don't mind spiders. I don't as long as a spider isn't sitting above me while I sleep, I am quite they are quite welcome. Let's start clearing things. A little bit unfortunate that I probably won't be finishing this sketch, but not today anyway. On stream. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Again, I think I connected, but I was wrong last time. Don't think I got it now. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, if I missed that one, I'll be surprised. And right, you should be... There's this. And that. And honestly, that one's already outstayed the look I was going for. It's all layer 3 because I couldn't pay attention very well. That for some reason. Oh, that's an evolution already. Realizing as I go the issues I'm having with hair. Just get real thin and then kind of wide. Come on. Perfect when you draw the same line 12 times and then you get it wrong, and then you get it the way you want, and it isn't, it's wrong. Maybe that's. Let's try and get those. So we have the face. We know the ear. The moth doesn't have ears there. Okay, so yes, they have. Let's put some. Because these are just kind of dark spaces on them. I'm going to put these in as ears, since that seems to be where a lot of moths tend to have them. Don't know exactly if they look like that, but I can't get a good close-up. To make them much smaller. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a thought. I'm going to try and keep the requested theming up. So, right. So I've been told that everything is about the hearts on this character. Or that's what's been shown. So we will use them we use them as iconography wherever we can. Okay. That's the fur. And I want to get those antennae in. Ah man, this is so cute. I love it. This is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, that's actually pretty much the entire shape. Can actually delete the rest and just build a take those, build a tree of them all the way up. A little bit smaller. How many others? At least 6, so. Right. This one up does that. Then that. Then that. Oh, and the one at the bottom needs to be there because it's coming out from between the hair. Then this is easy, just like with the wings. No, this isn't looking right. However, it may be just to do with the angle I've already oriented them at. I think I know what needs to be done to just polish that bit up. The angle change. Now, I know it wasn't going to be it, but for some reason this song started and it sounded to me like I was going to get hit with Rah Rah Rasputin. No. Down and press that way. Okay. That's looking right. Clear that out because I forgot. Okay. Well. Together. Right. So I think before I think this is as far as we're going to make it today. Might I'll either finish this off stream or on Friday, because that's going to be continuing Artfight if nothing else goes on. So let's see if we can find someone to yeet at. God. God. And I don't think anyone's even online. Oh, actually, let's send people over to Kami. Kimichi Kai are currently doing some Pokemon Infinite Fusion stuff. And it'll be and we'll do a Heart Moth raid. So that is the raid message if anyone cares to join me in that. Thank you all for coming. There's going to be a few changes on the channel this week by the looks of things. We're going to be doing Artfight again on Friday, as mentioned, either this or something new, depending on how I feel. And then it'll be my New Game Plus Blasphemous start on Saturday. So I look forward to that. Right. So if you haven't already, as usual, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr, and I have a Discord if you want the most reliable updates for when I go live. But otherwise, I will see all you lovely people on Friday. Bye for now.